Hello, this is Ryan Krzak, and you're listening to the commentary for this music video I made for Weird Al's Albuquerque. I don't really know why I'm making a commentary for this, but I wanted to put some Easter eggs in my video, so I thought a commentary seemed like a good idea. From start to finish, this animation took about 9 months. I started on it back in February, and it's November now. So yeah, animating an 11.5-minute song took a really long time. A lot of people told me that I must have had a lot of patience to make a video this long, but I would just stop working on it for weeks at a time, come back, do a little bit, stop working on it again for a while. But now it's finally done. I love that drawing, by the way, where it's zooming in on his face. His eyebrows are actually the wrong color in that part, though. You'll notice, his eyebrows in the wrestle animation are black, but on that part, it's the same color as his hair. And by the time I noticed that, whenever I would change him to the right color, it looked weird to me because I was so used to seeing him that way. There's my caricature of Leonard Nimoy, and my caricature of a molecule, and there's my caricature of a ticket to Albuquerque. This is the first time I ever made a commentary for anything, so I'm sorry if it sucks. I really have no idea why no one made a music video for this song before me. I mean, seriously. This song was just begging for a video. I thought someone had to make a video for the song, so that's pretty much what gave me the idea to make it. I was just listening to the song one day and thought, hey, this would be really fun to animate. There's a lot of people like this part right here where he's pointing at the board. Excellent safety tips. It'll keep you alive in a plane crash for sure. This fire here looks kind of crappy, but oh well. On this part where he's carrying all this stuff, I had to figure out how to place everything. It was kind of tricky. I just ended up putting stuff on his back, like the saxophone looks like it's gonna fall over. I tied the bowling ball to his leg, put the snorkel in his mouth. Oh, by the way, the autograph on the snorkel is my name. So, if anyone steals this flash, everyone's gonna know because my name's in there. But now that I just told you that, you can edit it out, so I guess I just better shut up. Someone on the Weird Al forums told me that the main character there looks like Fry from Futurama. And I kind of realized that they both wear the exact same clothes. You can see they both have a red jacket and the white shirt and the blue jeans. Their heads don't really look the same though. So now the big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls haircut and only one nostril is stealing his autographed glow-in-the-dark snorkel with my autograph on it. This fight scene between the main character and the hermaphrodite isn't animated quite as well as I imagined it, but it's good enough. By the way, if you haven't found him yet, there are a couple more Easter eggs hidden in this cartoon besides this commentary. But they're hidden very well, so you might have to look around really hard to find them. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole video, where they're dancing to the telephone message. On these parts where it's just the chorus, I was free to pretty much animate whatever I felt like since there wasn't really anything specific going on. I came up with the idea of the hermaphrodite flying away with his umbrella. I don't know where that came from, but it ended up being pretty funny. I think. I hope. Now this freaking guy, he is one sexy, sexy man. He has pimples all over his face. He has awesome teeth and an awesome unibrow. And he has spit coming out of his mouth. And he's out of cinnamon rolls. Yeah. So they're just talking. And now he's bouncing up and down. I just made him bounce up and down there to fill up time. That ended up being pretty funny too, so there you go. The first few times I heard the song, I always thought that he said glazed weasels instead of crazed weasels. Like glazed. I mean, it makes sense. It's a donut shop. Glazed weasels. Doot-doo. Can't think of anything to say. Oh, this part coming up I'm pretty proud of. Where he's running around in a circle. That was a whole 360 turn right there. And one of the only parts of this animation that really has some complex FBF in it. Well, there's some like other FBF scenes in it, but it's all like just me moving around the symbols. It's not me redrawing stuff like I did for that part where he's running around in circles. So I'm pretty proud of that part. I think it looks pretty good. I love where the wheel just is chewing on his eyeball. That's hilarious. Let's all laugh at other people's misfortune. They sure are a good couple, aren't they? Neither of them have a nose. There should be a noseless dating website on the internet somewhere for people who don't have noses. This song sure is long, isn't it? Getting in this whole thing to sync up right, like, when I was animating this, for the longest time, whenever I exported it as a SWF, it went out of sync after a while. By the way, for those of you who like don't know much about Flash, sorry if you don't know what I'm talking about, but like whenever like the FLA, that's the part where you actually animate it, and then when you wanna like put it on the internet and stuff, you export it as an SWF. And whenever I exported it, the sound would just go out of sync after a while, and I couldn't figure out why. But then I figured out how to fix it. So, listen, if you ever make it in a Flash, and whenever you export the sound's going out of sync after a while, if you're using like this really, really long block of sound like I did for this Flash, try this. Go to File and go to Publish Settings, and change the export the compression from MP3 to ADPCM, and that makes everything sync up perfectly. It works. Some other videos for Weird Al songs I'm thinking about making are Everything You Know Is Wrong, Hardware Store, Slime Creatures from Outer Space, and Germs. I have a lot of other ideas for Flashes too, but for me it's always ideas, never time. This part was kind of tedious to animate, since he's just basically talking the whole time for a really long time. Lots of lip sync. For the lip syncing in this animation, I just had a different symbol for each of his mouth positions and would just keep on swapping them out. And that worked out pretty well. I mean, that still took forever, but it works. And we're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there! Okay, here comes the grand finale. I really wanted to make the end really crazy and grand finale-esque, just to end it off with a bang. And that part where he's foaming at the mouth is the very last part I animated. Oh, by the way, that picture that just flashed by was of Weird Al. Weird Al version 2.0 to be precise. After he got laser eye surgery and got his mustache shaved off. I think you can tell the animation improves a lot towards the end. Since this is like my first Flash, you can tell my animation just improves a lot, like even within the animation from the beginning. And now, I think it's about time to wrap things up. I hope you liked my video, and don't forget to show it to all your friends and email it to everyone you know. I don't really know how to end this commentary. Bran Muffins!